All right, well, so I'm gonna go a little bit old school here to show you a little trick. Got a code P0079 on a Hyundai Tuscan. All right. All right. So this is going to be for your intake valve exhaust solenoid. Right here is where the location is. So I can get you a light down there. Basically, how to check old school is always check all your wires, and then, you know, it's your real rough idle. It won't accelerate. Got the call from a customer out here. If you look down there, you can see it just has one, I believe it's a 10 millimeter that holds it in. Or actually, I can't really see it because I think it goes in this way. Maybe go from the top. Either way, I'll double check that in a second. Basically, though, this is what you're looking at here. Okay, so you have the best way to check is to unplug it. We'll see if this car operates any differently. Now, I cleared the codes off, so I don't have any codes. And I could use a scan tool to try to check it, but there's really no point because I've already unplugged it. Check for wire breaks when you unplug it. There's a little push pin. You just push down and you pull it right on off. So you, basically, I'll show you real quick. Make this quick. Phone is dying. You just push it down and you pop it off, just like that. Pretty simple stuff. Right here is going to be where your sensor's at. Okay. Feel around in here. I believe there is a 10 millimeter right there on the back side. So I'm going to pull this out and examine it, but nothing's changed except for it did throw the code after I did unplug it. Always inspect the wires on this end. Make sure you're all set there. Make sure these are good, down good. He said he's done all this stuff, so I mean, I don't think it's anything serious. It does feel really serious, I mean, but this is why you hire some people that, people that know what they're doing somewhat. But if you look down there, it's this guy right here. So, and right there, I believe the 10 millimeter bolt. That should let me take this off here. All right, so I'm gonna pull that out in a second. I'm not gonna do to show you, but trust me, it pops right on out. It will be a little tight. Let's see if my code registered, but basically this is what we're doing. It's almost like you're in a limp mode, but in this case, I wouldn't say you are. It's actually running better with an unplugged. So he doesn't want to accelerate. The car felt like crap, like it wanted to turn off. Now let's check out the codes. So I'm actually getting codes. Well, let's go and reread them now. These were the only two codes before I unplugged it. A second ago I had 3 though before I cleared it. So now with an unplugged, let's go ahead and best way to check it is to clear it again. Shut the engine off. Now with an unplugged, it's going to show me that is the right code. So it's going to show me I am correct. Hopefully. P0079 is all I want to see. The intake valve, I believe is what it's called. You can take them off and clean them. I don't think his is operating at all. See, there you go. Exhaust valve. The intake's in the front. This is the exhaust valve control circuit low, bank 1. Let's go to throw this off, permanent, and throw this off, which is permanent. So, tell me this is more likely been run low on oil with bad oil. So, start it up. You can tell no other codes are triggering but what I had when I initially arrived. And if you look again, I wish I had more time to pull it off. I would, but I don't. Basically, that is going to be your culprit. So I'm going to actually unplug it again. Oh, it's actually already unplugged. I'll plug it back in. Now, if you everybody knows you plug back in a sensor. Of course, you do better, right? So no change at all. Now watch this. I'll even clear the codes one time, and I'll show you. It will go away briefly. That just means it is gummed up and going bad. So it's running the exact same just about, but it's about the same. So anyway, I'm going to erase those codes. Let me go back so you can see them. Same codes on, 1 to 3. So I'm going to erase. My phone dies, I'm going to erase it. So the ignition off, like it says. Now the code, it is plugged in. Now go ahead and go to the erase. And there we go, let's see here. So erase successful. And we'll see if we just go back to 2 codes. If so, then I'll pop that sensor off and we'll see what he wants to do about it. But there you go. That is it, because now they're gone. I'll start it back up. I'm going to let it run a bit. But that's going to be your problem. I can almost reassure you 1,000%. They running low on oil, dirty oil. See, I mean, it's running the exact same plugged in or not. It's running like crap. It won't even accelerate. That's because the intake stroke is controlled by that, kind of like a CVT motor. Not sure what that is. Either way, watch it one more time, show you, then I'm gonna roll off of here. But actually, I'm gonna let it run. Let me go get my 10mm ratchet. If I got enough juice, I'll try to show you real quick how it pops out of there. Don't want to do it while the car's running. Whatever you do, do not ever do that. Very, very, very bad idea. Get my flex ratchet out of here. Then I'll pop it on off of there. I'm gonna call this guy and let him know that has to be the issue, or we've got something else crazy major going on. But I don't think so. I think it's just that. Pretty simple to do fix. Of course, I can never find a ratchet on a new one. Of course, that's how it goes. You know how that is. Anyways, should be a 10mm. I just want to see if the code will trigger in the process. It can't hurt. But that is your code. That fixing that is more than likely going to repair this problem. I would double check your other stuff to be on the safe side. Always double check. You know, don't always just take my word on this one, because it is a little bit of a tricky fix here. I will say that. All right, the ratchet, I think I might have put it up front because it was getting wet last night in the rain. However, my battery is dying, so if I don't find it quickly, we'll be having to not be able to wrap the video up. But basically, like I said, I'm pretty sure you guys can handle this on your own. All right, so I don't know where the ratchet's at. Maybe it's in here. If you get like, there it is. Not it, but it is the ratchet. But I need my flex head. I might have tossed it up front. We'll check real quick. While I'm along. If I can get it, I will make. Oh yeah, I think it's in here. Here we go. I got it. Nope, my pick. Let me see. I think it's in this bag. Yep, here it is. Should have a tin right in here too with it. So if I can get down in there and grab it, I'll pop it off. I'm gonna check the engine light one more time. Just stay tuned for that. 1 second. Like and subscribe if this does help you. I'm sure it may. They're pretty tight, so just give them a good wiggle. They come loose. That's going to more than likely be the cause of this issue. Almost promise you. It's not my 10. It's in here though, somewhere. Bear with me. I'm gonna try to get this guy off so I can show you. It should be a 10, I believe. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's a 10mm. Get along for my swivel. I got 10% battery, guys, so we're hanging on for dear life. It's going to be a 10mm, yes sir. So we're going to see if we can pop that off. See if the engine light's triggered anything else. So we'll pop it off and get it going from there, okay? All right, sounds good. Anyways, we'll check here in 1 sec. Let's see if anything else has re-triggered, even though we do have it plugged up. Not yet. We'll read it again though. Global OBD. We'll check it one more time just to see. While it's running, if it's triggering itself. But it will. It will, because it was on the main codes when I got here. So anyway, don't want it to get too hot because I got to be back there working. But we're going to go ahead and pull that guy out. Let me call this customer first to make sure. I will show you how to pull it real quick if you bear with me. Because I promised I would, I will. But give me 1 sec. Let me go ahead and get back there so I can reach that and get it out of there. That's the first thing. All right, let me see what I can do here. Just replacing this should fix the issue. Maybe even cleaning it, honestly. So basically, I can prop it up so you can see. And it ain't too much to it, if you know what you're doing. But right there, you should get a pretty good view of it, I believe. Well, it's going to be hard to get you a very good view as I can get you propped up here. There you go. It's almost actually perfect if it don't fall down to the hot motor. Hopefully it won't. Anyway, right back there is where the bolt's at. And unplug it first. Same thing where I did a second ago. Be careful, that motor is hot. I was running, it's right by the exhaust, so just be very careful. Actually, I'm going to use my hand to do it before I put the ratchet in my hand. There you go, it's unplugged. Okay, now I found the bolt, which is right here. Where is it? Where did it go? Whew, that's a hot exhaust, I'll tell you that one. Right there underneath of it, on the bottom part of it, okay? So, there you go. And stick it right on there and around with the flex head ratchet. And it should grab on. And of course, make sure it's set to off. Not on. And we're going to get back there and get that guy off and examine this guy. I'm pretty sure it's shot. I'm going to go ahead and I need to set this light to the side so I can have two hands. Rest it with one, found the bolt with the other. And there we go, we're on the bolt. So just don't lose the bolt down into the motor is the main thing. And be careful, it's very, very, very hot right now, but it should help you also get it out of there. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I'm about to call back the customer. My phone does die. I do have a charger on me, but I would like for you guys to see this come off all the way. Don't want to drop this bolt. It's a tight spot. I have other ones, so that's the end of the world, but you should get it loose as you can. And it's kind of just going to be hanging on. It's real hot, so you got to be careful, like I said. There you go. I should be able to grab it like this one. If I can get it on out of there, it would be great. It's hotter than fire there. There you go. Bolt is out. Didn't lose it. Even better. Well, oh man, it's smoking hot. Smoking hot, smoking hot. Now it should wiggle itself on out. Let's set this up here. And out we go with the intake stroke. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze. You can rotate it back and forth, but it is hot. The hotter you do it, though, the easier it is to release because of the O-ring. Ugh, it is so hot. Whew. Ow, man, that son of a gun is hot, boy. Woo, that's hot. All right. Give it a little jiggle, and out she comes. Yeah, it's stuck in there. Dude, it's hot, though. This is definitely going to be the problem. I'm going to get a pry bar for that. That thing is in there, and it is hot. Give me 1 sec. That is definitely hot. Be safe when you mess with that. Yeah, watch out. Ooh, that's hot. Yep. All right, because I'm dying on battery, guys. I'm going to try to make this quick and plug it off. I got this tool. Oh, man. That's what didn't want to happen. Got the old pry bar out. And I'm going to try to pry it loose gently. Hopefully that'll help. Hopefully we can get it gently pried on out of there. Basically stick it on and give it a little wiggle. Careful with this. Remember, it is not going to be friendly to want to come out. I turn it down, around. You got to remember, it's a gasket in there holding it. That's it. There's really no certain position to it. Always check. Maybe turn it down and try it, but it's mainly just stuck from the heat. Right by your intake, you gotta remember, guys. So not the best pry bar. I'm gonna jiggle it real gently as I go. And it feels like it's coming. There we go. I think it's coming now. So hopefully it's coming and not trying to come loose, but it's the best I can do. Like I said, it's tight. It is really, really, really tight. God dang, I think it's tight, boy. And there she is, and she's falling apart. No wonder she's bad because it ain't thing fell apart. That's definitely your issue then. If it falls apart like that, that's a bad sensor for sure. Now, why did it fall apart? I do not know, but I was very gentle with it, so I know that it's something wrong for sure. And that's where your intake stroke is at. So hopefully we want to go back in there, okay? Make sure no O-rings in there. That's all I want to make sure now. You saw it fall right apart on in there. For certain, you got it, so I know that's it. Either way, call this gentleman if my phone does die. Let him know. Make sure the O-ring did come off. So the O-ring doesn't look like it came off. It's probably still seized on here. So I'm trying to make sure I can get it. I can't see much any more than you guys can see, honestly. Y'all can probably see better than me. That ain't good though when that happens. That dang on thing fell right on in there. That's why I always like to film my stuff live, because y'all actually get to see this. That was pretty crazy for sure. Definitely bad though, because there ain't no way they should have fell apart like that one. So you can't clean that one. Try to find a hole. If it cool down, maybe let it cool down, then try it. I may do that, charge this phone, and then come back. Making sure I can get the thing back in. Okay, I feel the other part. Hopefully it didn't come off in pieces. I think it was so broke. Let me see though what's going on back in there. It's definitely a mess though. I've never seen something come off quite like that one did. But the thing is, that's probably what's going on. It's probably something that is just screwed up really, really bad. I think it's happened on Hyundais before. All right, well, I'm gonna have to have more concentration to do this. So either way, that's where your gasket's at. That is not good. It did fall outward though, so I know it's out. I'm probably gonna stick a pair of pliers in there, or a smaller pick to pluck it on out of there. But it's too hot. I'm gonna let it cool down. Let it cool down. Sorry. Let it cool down, call the customer, and I'll let you know. Intake gasket right back there. So I can't start this car until I get that piece out. So, you know, it's not hard to get out. Just gotta pluck it loose. I'm gonna call my customer. All right, peace. Good luck. Like and subscribe. That should help you a lot. Made this car run rough. It went idle right here. Check the wires, but right there's the one little part you need. Make sure I can get it back in there. You got to get it cleared out. Let me get my other pick, do my thing, and I'll be back on. Hopefully, if I can get the phone charged. Let me call the customer right now. Peace.